hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm two on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. That all you rappers looking like a lunch line.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney!
Set to throw is Amato on first down. He dumps it off to Drake, and he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Amato looking to throw on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Amato now to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
Detroit! Over!
Looking to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're a quarterback, it might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. There's a give to Barkley. Powers through. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eli Harold. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Amato throwing to start the drive. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here we go now.
On second down, it's Drake. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now Amato operating from the gun. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sua Cravens with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. A handoff to Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jerron Harmon makes the tackle. Now, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage. Usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Running left, it's Barkley. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Set to throw is Amato from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Taking about the 16. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Frank Clark, he's the one to get it this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Deep to return, Stacy Coley. This is taken at the 23. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Watch it now, Barney. Set. Blue 90. Detroit.
Here's Amato throwing on 1st down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Detroit.
Amato now. From the gun, he'll throw. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch him now, Barney.
Amato operating from the gun. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Gone! Over!
Now Amato, a final shot before break. He hits White, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Leopard!
Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Corral. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains a scoreless tie. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Set to throw is Amato on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Amato throwing again on 2nd and 10. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch him now, Barney!
Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by Eli Harold.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
He wasn't ready. Detroit! Gun! Watch out.
Amato now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains a scoreless tie. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. Back now in Atlanta, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Amato on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Now Amato throwing again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Set to throw is Amato. Throwing after the interception. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Switch.
Here's Amato throwing on first down. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Leopard!
On first down, Drake. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Darbo, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll drop the throw. No, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, we got 4 down. Over.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Gun.
Amato now. Going to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Amato operating from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now it's Barkley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tyler Davison in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Amato throwing to start the drive. And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Set to throw is Amato. Back to the air on 2nd down. Ebron caught left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Here's Amato on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch him now, Barney.
Back to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll run. Murray. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 2. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. Oh, he stays up, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Saints on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a